guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing just a sit down chit chat video about items in the luxury community that I feel pressured to buy that I don't think I would get much use out of. I know there's a ton of videos out there that are kind of similar to this vibe, but I wanted to talk about more than just luxury handbags. So first things first, we're gonna stick in the beauty category, and the first thing is from Chanel, and it's that little egg hand lotion thing. I'll put a picture of it on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know why everybody and their grandmother loves this. They think it's so convenient. Personally, I feel like it is such an inconvenient shape that it wouldn't fit nicely really into any of my handbags or SLGs. Now, while we're on the subject of beauty, I did want to go ahead and talk about something I recently picked up. Of course, we are approaching the holiday season, and that means that all of these luxury brands, their beauty lines are going to start coming out with the really awesome gift sets. And I was at Macy's the other day looking specifically for the Chanel gift set that has the lip balm and the egg hand cream. I know I just said that I wouldn't buy that, but it also comes with a little makeup bag, and that's what I was most interested in. But anyway, they didn't have any in stock yet. However, they did have this in stock, so I had to go ahead and pick it up. I'm just going to unbox it here with you. Let's take off the lid. We have the beautiful Chanel box. So this here is the Coco Mademoiselle Chanel perfume. It is my favorite of all time, but it is a little bit pricey. So whenever I can get it in a gift set like this where I'm saving money, plus there was a 15% off, I was so excited to get my hands on it. And it came with the little travel one, which this is really what sold me. So here's what the travel perfume looks like. On the top, it does have the Chanel in gold, which is so beautiful. You just twist it up, and then that is where the spray would come out. I just think this is such a great gift, especially for a mom. So I'm so excited I was able to get my hands on it before they sold out, and I'm still keeping my eye out for the other Chanel gift sets as well. All right, let's move along and start with the SLGs. Now, a lot of these pieces are going to be from Louis Vuitton, of course, because that's the brand that I'm most interested in and the one that I feel the most influenced to purchase. And the first thing is the round coin purse in monogram. The newer ones that are a bit thicker and have the little clip on them, I'm actually not as tempted to want to buy those as I am the older style of one that has that little bit of vachetta at the bottom. It doesn't zip open quite as much. For some reason, everybody talks about how you need that piece in your life, and the truth is, I just don't carry coins, and I don't believe that my AirPods case would fit in there. Otherwise, I would definitely consider using that as an alternative. But truthfully, I just know that I wouldn't get that much use out of it, and for some reason, I cannot stop thinking about it. Every time I do a little browsing on eBay, it just tends to be something that I'm gravitating towards. Next up on this list is going to be the trifecta of the mini pochette. I'm absolutely obsessed with this piece. I love it so much. I do use it as my wallet, and I have one that I'm using also as a catch-all in my bag. Really, the canvas trifecta in any pieces from Louis Vuitton is something that I think we all want to aspire to get. For some reason, the mini pochette and the pochette accessoire, I would just love to have all three prints. I feel like they're such useful pieces, and I know a lot of people are kind of against SLGs and think that they're a waste of money because they just sit in your bag. But the truth is, I think that SLGs is what I get the most use out of, and therefore they are the most worth my money. I'd like to have more of a variety in my collection before I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that, even though I have seen some incredible deals come up specifically on the Azure on Fashion File recently. So don't sleep on Fashion File. I know I talk about it a lot, but seriously, they have some good deals. Next up is the 4-ring key holder. Now, this piece is discontinued from Louis Vuitton, but of course I do have my 6-ring key holder that I use every single day. And the reason I get such good use out of it is the fact I can fit my cards behind my keys actually in here. Just means that I can carry this as both my wallet and as my keys. So when I'm running into, say, the grocery store, I can just take this with me and not have to worry about taking a bag at all. Now, with the 4 key ring holder, you can't actually fit any cards behind there, but for some reason, I feel like when I'm using, say, my mini pochette as a purse, it would be so much more convenient to only have the 4-ring key holder, which is not as tall as this, and then my car key, because it would just create a lot more space to put other things in there. That being said, it is another piece that is discontinued and therefore really hard to get your hands on. And then lastly, in the SLG category, I wanted to talk about the monogram Nice BB. I also love the like little mini nano one as well. I think eventually, you know, the goal would be to be able to justify purchasing that and having it on a vanity. These are literally, we're talking the price of a bag. So most SLGs are below the 1,000 mark, I would say, for the most part, whereas these ones are over that. So again, that's the goal, but at this point, that is definitely not anywhere in the near future for me. All right, now we've made it to the handbag category. So the first bag that I want to talk about is actually the Prada 2005 re-edition. Now I wanted to start off by saying I've not ever really been a huge fan of the multi-pochette from Louis Vuitton, but I have seen a lot of people compare that to the Prada re-edition, and I tend to like the Prada re-edition in the Saffiano leather. However, I don't think that it's very practical for me. I do love a canvas strap. You know, I love that thick strap. But for me personally, I do think it's just trendy and that will go away. I just know that I wouldn't get the use out of it for the price tag. So for that reason, I wouldn't buy it. Now, sticking with Prada, I do want to talk about a new love that I have. I've been seeing this bag pop up absolutely everywhere, and it is the bucket bag by Prada. Specifically though, in the leather is what I am just over the moon about. Something about this bag, I think it's so cute and practical. However, that being said, the strap that comes with it seems really thin, just a little bit too thin for my liking. I don't love the way that the bag actually looks when people wear it crossbody. I think when they have it on their shoulder or carrying it on the crook of their arm with that little strap that you can't take off, which is another downside in my opinion. It looks really cute and like an everyday bag, but I'm a tote girl. I need more than that. So I know that my cost per wear would just not be anywhere near what it needed to be in order to justify that as a purchase. Kind of in the same boat. This one might shock some of you. It's the Louis Vuitton monogram keep-all bandolier. Now, if I was gonna buy a keep-all, I would absolutely go for the bandolier version because it does have that strap so you're able to carry it on your shoulder. However, I know I like to load things down and it just would not be practical for me, even though I'd likely only be taking that on road trips. I also don't travel very much. I'm kind of a homebody, and so I just wouldn't get my use out of it. It would probably sit in my closet for most of the time anyway. Still a beautiful classic piece, and again, maybe in the future, just like the Nice BB, I could see myself getting my hands on one. There are three other bags I want to talk about. First being the monogram Palm Springs Mini. I talked about this a little bit in a replica video I had. Many years ago, I purchased a replica Palm Springs Mini, and that taught me that I would never want the authentic piece. Of course, nowadays I only purchase authentic pieces. That is just a part of my past that I'm very open about. I just realized that that type of bag would not work for me. I know a lot of people like to carry it as a crossbody bag. Personally, I think it looks a little weird. I think it looks like you're carrying a backpack as a crossbody bag and not in a cute way. I don't know. I understand that's a really unpopular opinion and that most people are not going to agree with that statement, but for some reason, that's just how I feel. These last two are super controversial, and believe me when I say I am in no way saying that I would not purchase any of these bags. I probably would if the price was right. But the first one is the Chanel Classic Flap in any of the sizes, mainly because I'm just not a dressy person. Now, I can appreciate how you can wear, like, dress them down with jeans and a t-shirt, but for the most part, it is a very elevated bag in my opinion, and a little bit hard to style in a less elevated way. Now, I do work in a business professional setting, so potentially I could use it as a work bag. Looking ahead in the future, I still don't know if I would do it. I might do it just because, of course, I am such a big fan of the brand and of luxury in general, and that is one of the most, if not the most, classic luxury bag that you can have. And the last one, in a similar sense, is the Lady Dior. I do think it's a little less practical maybe than a Chanel Classic Flap would be, but I just know, even though I love how classic and I can appreciate how beautiful the bag is, I just wouldn't get the use out of it that I should. So those are all of the things currently in the luxury community that are constantly being thrown around that I am so tempted to want to buy, but no, would just not be right for my current lifestyle. You know, maybe in the future I'll change my mind. For now, I am perfectly content just living my life without them and admiring them from afar. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. Also, leave a comment down below of a bag that you think It doesn't even have to be a bag. It could be an SLG, it could be a beauty product as well, just anything that is in the luxury world that everyone is talking about and you feel so pressured to add to your collection or buy. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate having you here to talk about my love of luxury with. I will see you in my next video.